Questions and exclamations.
And some words we can't share on television. Right. Here's a question for you. Do you know exactly what you're paying for at the pump? A lot of us don't. A new bill would require oil companies to disclose the profits that they're making, and there's a reason behind this.
Yeah, Californians are still paying what some experts call a mystery surcharge for a refinery outage that happened all the way back in 2015. Political reporter Morgan Reiner joins us now with details on that charge and the push to get more information about what we're paying at the pump.
Heather and Carlo, even after you account for all of the taxes Californians pay at the pump, the numbers, they still don't add up. And one expert told me it's because of one thing: oil companies profiting off of the difference.
Here's part of what you're paying for at the pump per gallon right now. 51 cents in state taxes, 24 cents for the cap and trade program, 13 cents for low carbon fuel.
About $2.50 of what you pay is for crude oil, and the other $4, well, if you buy at the expensive station by campus, or $3.50 if you buy elsewhere. But the bigger portion, right, the less than half of it is crude oil.
Now subtract the difference other states pay in taxes. Californians should pay about 60 cents more per gallon. But based on today's national average, Californians are paying $1.60 more.
We're paying for the fact that 5 oil refiners control 96% of the gas supply, and when they want to squeeze us to make more money because there's a world event that allows them to, they do it.
But really, where does the extra dollar come from? Jamie Court with Consumer Watchdog, a nonprofit that's been around for 35 years, says 30 cents of it can be explained by a 2015 refinery outage, which has since been resolved, but Californians are still paying.
That is what the mystery surcharge is. I don't think it's a mystery. We know they're doing it. We don't know why they're doing it. I think they're doing it because they can do it.
That still leaves 70 cents unaccounted for per gallon. Court believes the refineries are likely pocketing the rest. UC San Diego economist Mark Jacobson says some of it could be because of California's rules and regulations.
The response from the refineries would often be to point out things like more environmental restrictions, more labor restrictions, higher wages, all of these things in California that also make producing gasoline here much more expensive than in other states.
Now, Jamie Court is sponsoring the bill that would require oil companies to disclose how much profit they're making per barrel, like they do in other parts of the country. Now, the economist Jacobson, he says there's no guarantee that's going to create competitiveness, because if each company shows that they're making a profit, it's not like you really have any other company to turn to. He says instead of competitiveness, though, it could cause political pressure.
Oh, boy, this just gets more complicated as we continue to peel back the layers on this, Morgan. Now, people just want to know, what about me? What about my wallet? Is there any way to save any money at this point, even avoiding some of those mystery surcharges that you were talking about? Is there any way?
Court says to go to a wholesaler like Costco or Sam's Clubs to avoid those mystery surcharges of 30 to 40 cents. But then those come with membership fees. And Heather and Carla, while I've done a lot of math today, I have not looked into whether or not those membership fees offset those costs.
Meantime, those limited providers, they've got us in a bind. Morgan Reiner reporting about this pain at the pump. Thanks, Morgan.
And, you know, it's really important to point out that even if you do drive an electric vehicle, you're certainly not